In this section, we're going to talk about the tall clip recover over an R panel. This happens to be my favorite way to recover an R panel because it's the lowest cost way to do it, it's the fastest way to do it, it's the lightest weight way to do it, and you can use either a 1.5 inch EPS board, or you can use 3 inches of unfaced batt insulation. You're going to have this is something you're going to do in a up to a minus 91 pounds per square foot wind uplift at 5 foot on center. So that's the maximum. If your pressures you're in a really high wind zone where your corner pressures are over 91 pounds per square foot, then this is not the system for you. But this is the system that for an owner who is tired of the leaks, wants to spend the least amount of money but get the very most for his money. Right, so we're talking about a 50, 60 year roof for really not much more than a single ply recover that is just going to be a whole lot better. So it all starts with the idea of using a clip that is extra tall with a tall offset. So this clip is a symmetrical standing seam. So I use my 238T panel. But we use an extra tall clip, and the idea is that you set this 1 3/4 inch offset clip right between the ribs of the existing R panel, and then you fasten it down into the purlin, and it holds the new panel up above the ribs of the R panel. So this has got a 1 3/4 inch offset, so that means that you can use it on one of these screw down panels up to about a 1.5 inch rib height. It's going to work just fine, okay? And then the new panel has to be run on module with the old panel. So ribs on the R panel are 12 inches on center. So we run a 24 inch wide 238T panel or symmetrical standing seam on top, okay? And then we infill with batt insulation or with this form cut EPS. So here's the insulation board that we use. This is a 1 pound density board. It's 23.5 inches wide. 23 3/4, I guess. It's notched out, as you can see, to fit over the ribs of the existing R panel. Very fast installation. It comes in a 12 foot long board, and then you can see here I've already got the clips installed, and right here I've got a continuous clip installed. So this is real important. That this is how we really get the wind uplift on these things. If you want to use, the individual clips, we get up to about 45, 46 pounds per square foot, allowable at 5 foot on center. With the continuous clip, we're in there, and I'm sorry, this is like 37 pounds per square foot allowable. I'm sorry, it's 37. And then with this, we're up there in the little over 90 pounds per square foot with a continuous clip, okay? So the insulation goes down first, then you take the panel, set it on top of the insulation. So here's a 24 inch wide symmetrical standing seam panel. These clips over here have already been installed. So you can see you can just snap the panels down into the clips, which makes it really nice. This is one of the things about this system is that you can pre-install the clips. So the continuous clips have to be pre-installed. So once you figure out that you think that, well, that's a hassle. Well, I can tell you it can get the roof down like 2 or 3 times faster if you've got a crew that's putting down clips and another crew that's putting panels in, because you can just see how easy the panels snap into place. And then our next panel is going to go in here on top of that insulation, and it's going to lock into this clip over here. Slide it back a little bit, lock it in, and then here we're just going to use an individual clip. It locks into the panel, and then these holes have already been drilled once because I've already done this once, but just to give you an idea, right? Clip in. Panels are installed, and then you get your seam cover like this. Like I said, the seam cover, as we make it for real, is going to have these 2 beads of sealant in it The sealant sits on top of these two hems here, so there's no contact between the panel and the sealant, so it makes it a lot more watertight. This one doesn't have the sealant on it, so I can get it on and off. The cap goes on, seam it, bam, you're done. So now you've got a beautiful roof. We see this thing go down in the neighborhood of 1,000 square feet per man per day on these jobs. Great, fast installing system. Gives you individual panel replaceability. I don't think there's anything better out there for recovering an R panel. As long as they're not wanting to add a bunch of insulation and you don't have structural issues to start with. This stuff is going to be the lightest system, so it's going to be right at like 1.3 to 1.3 pounds per square foot is about where it's going to land. So great system. Got good wind uplift. So keep this in your thoughts whenever you're thinking about R panel recover. We see this come in a little bit higher than single ply recover for a much better system. So you guys think about that.